50p a cup.
Sky Sports will pay it up. Number 11 playing right back. What is going on here then? Come on, Jay.
There's lots of colourful shirts in this league, isn't there?
We're at Continental style where Heanor have just won 3-0 with 2 goals from Andre Johnson and 1 from Kieran De Brouwer. With me, I've got manager Glenn Clarence and assistant manager Steve Huntington. Glenn, straight to you today, 3-0 result. Is that job done against the side towards the bottom of the league?
We're at the bottom of the league, Tony. Yeah, job done, 3 points. We said we'd come in the game in half an hour if we wanted to. That's what we did. I thought we were really good first half. Played some very good football. Kept it simple, good habits. Worked hard. Second half, not as good. But again, we kept the good habits side of the game. But I thought we probably could have got a few more goals. But you've got to be happy 3-0 away and on to the next one.
Excellent. Okay, Steve, on to you. Question about personnel. We've changed the squad around today. A few players missing for whatever reason. Yeah, was it a depleted squad, or have we just made sure we've got a squad tonight good enough, as Glenn says, to do the job?
Bit of both, really. A few players not available for one reason or another. Brought a few of the younger lads through, but that's what the reserves are there for. You know, the reserves have had a cracking start to the season, so that, you know, they're knocking on the door, and we want to try and blood younger players. We said that at the beginning of the season. We said we're going to use the squad. We've done that tonight. We'll continue to do that throughout the season. I think, you know, there is competition for places, and what we want to get to is we want to get to a position where we've got good players replacing other good players, and younger players coming through the ranks, and we're starting to do that. We're starting to develop that, and that's important for the club. It's important for the reserve setup, and it's important for the young lads that they've got an opportunity to go and play first team football, whether that's for half an hour, 10 minutes, or for 90 minutes. So it was good all round tonight.
Excellent. Glenn, I keep saying that we don't talk about match officials. Yet again, let's talk about the word that's been on everyone's lips over the last few weeks, discipline. The fact that tonight we've played 90 minutes of football, Heanor have got no yellow cards, Continental Star have received 1. Was it down to good refereeing tonight?
I guess those outside of the club and those that weren't here tonight will think this sounds a bit, oh, you've won 3-0, blah, blah, blah. I'll always be honest, I've said it before. I've criticised the officials in this league, and I've done it publicly. Obviously, we need to adapt to that. I've spoke about that in the press this week. But as I've just been in there and said, I think tonight's officials were different class. Simply because they referee common sense, they let the game flow, and they spoke to you as human beings. I thought they were brilliant tonight, and I told them that.
Brilliant. I'm sure that most of our support that came down today and the players appreciated how the referee did his job tonight. Steve, Saturday, Walsall Wood at the Town Ground. A side that, if I'm right, did quite well in the FA Vars last year. They turned a few heads. They're a good, strong side. What are we expecting on Saturday?
I'm expecting that they're going to come and try and put right what went wrong last night for them, because they got a bit of a hammering at home. So that, you know, there's going to be question marks asked about them from within, if you like, from their management team. They're going to expect a response and, you know, to do something about that. So we've got to be prepared for that. And I think at times it's more difficult at home than it is away. And we've talked to the players about that. You know, sides will come and not necessarily open up straight away. We've got to be prepared to be patient. I think the fans have got to understand that we've got to be patient, and that's why we talk about, and we come on here and we talk about a different half of football in different games. Tonight we've played a different half in the second half to the first, in the sense of, you know, we're 3-0 up, so we're not going to go silly. We'd like to get a couple of more goals, of course we would, but if it doesn't happen, then as long as we maintain the good habits and we're not silly, we don't let sides get back in the game like we did at Stafford, because it causes you a problem when you give a side a goal back. So yeah, we're expecting a tough test. I think Glenn and I spoke before the game, and what we said about this league in comparison to the Northern Counties League is we don't think that there's many really poor sides in this league. They're all pretty consistent. So you're never going to get an easy game, whereas sometimes you did in the Northern Counties at times. But if we do our job and we continue to go about our business as we've put the players through, different systems and different processes, we would expect at home to come out on top, and that's what we'll be aiming for. We'll be aiming for another 3 points.
Okay, Glenn, finally to you. We keep totting up the points. I believe that we're still joint top. I'm sure the aim for every side that's currently in the top 10 is to win this league this season. Now, looking at the realistic position that we're in now, are we where we should be as a club?
Yeah, because the league doesn't like Tony, so. But I'll give him a stock answer. It's about Saturday. It's one game at a time, simple as that. And again, if we keep improving, which we are doing, and we spoke about it, in my opinion, I don't know. We scored 3 tonight. Probably could have scored 7, 8 if we applied ourselves right. But my man of the match with the captain Nicole, I thought he was different class, and I think he has been all season. So on to Saturday. It's about getting 3 points on Saturday and keep moving along. But inch by inch, we're getting better. I don't think we have played at full strength yet. I don't think we've got into 5th gear, and we're up there. So let's see what happens Saturday.
Just to add to that, Tony, I've not fallen out with you yet this season on the podcast, but stop asking questions about winning the league in September and October. Start asking questions about winning the league in February.
Cool. Cheers, Steve. Thanks for your time there, gents.
That's some lovely H2O you've got there. Go on, Waterboy!